Hey, ¿qué pasa, cachorros? Entramos con Back to the Future. Estamos en el presente de Marty un poco alterados, ya que todo el rollo que hicimos en el pasado para rescatar al doctor hizo que el doctor se convirtiese en un juez con puño de acero y crease esta ciudad de Hill Valley. Estamos intentando rebelarnos contra toda la opresión que está creando el doctor aquí para mantener el orden y la paz, y ya hemos conseguido que Einstein la líe, hemos conseguido hacer bastantes cositas malas, y en el episodio de hoy toca liarla con la música. Así que vamos a tocar la guitarra y vamos a ver si podemos conseguir vencer al capullo este, porque toca demasiado bien la guitarra y no puede ser, no puede ser. Eso no puede ser. Vamos a... Creo que con darle la guitarra se lo doy. Igual si ya le hablo, digo directamente, oye, quiero tocar. Ahí está, escuchando su música. Superaría el Lich cualquier día. Vale, vamos a...
Ooh, you got nerves, McFly. You really want...
Sí,
Nothing but a poser.
Do you now?
Vamos.
Want a sample?
Maybe. If you can beat...
Si vences a Lich, es la única manera de conseguir que esta tía...
I already swatted
conseguir
you
el
once,
aprecio de esta
McFly.
tía.
Shouldn't you be lying in the gutter? I was, but then your mom threw me out. What'd you say, my mother?
Try not to leave any scars, baby.
En tu cara. Yeah. Vamos a ver. Aquí está el amplificador del tío. Y aquí está la tabla en la que le estaba intentando hacer caer. Quizá tenga que hacerlo de otra forma. A ver. Vamos a ver. Voy a moverme hacia Jennifer. Vale. Vale, me he puesto al lado de su amplificador. No me he puesto tan al lado como yo pensaba. Estoy bastante más lejos. Ok, otra vez voy a acercarme. Moverse al amplificador, perfecto. Yo lo pone directamente ahí. No, ese es hacia el mío. Hostia. ¿Este es el mío o es el otro? No tiene sentido que este no sea el mío. Pues... a ver, patada tijera. Oh, amplificador al suelo. Oh, qué pena. Oh, he tirado los barriles. Pensé que el amplificador iba a caer hacia atrás. Vale, de puta madre. Vale, ahora lo que tenemos que hacer es llevar hasta el tío hacia allí. Así que lo que tengo que hacer es moverse al amplificador. No, quiero subir a la plataforma. Ahí está. Perfecto, y ahora cuando se suba va a estar en una tabla súper fina. Dale, caña. Vamos. Sí, nena. Sí, haz piruetas. Y ahora, a saltar. Vaya hostia se ha metido. Yeah.
Martin McFly. That was totally awesome.
Yeah.
What can I say? Some guys got it and some guys don't. You broke my headstock.
I think I've got a new idol. Come here.
Wait, I got a better idea. What was it you called me? A square?
A girl's entitled to make a mistake, isn't she? Oh.
Y Marty consigue a la chica. Sí. Que nos vea Strickland. Míranos. Eso es, abre.
Hooliganism! Delinquency! Officer Parker! I just caught these two degenerates violating statute number...
Jennifer!
Daddy!
476D!
Open mouths?
And tongues!
You've gone too far, Jennifer.
What's the big deal? It's only hormones.
Stop! We don't use words like that in this town.
I'll deal with you later, young lady. We're gonna have to have a long talk about the Citizen Plus program.
What?
Oh, come on.
Officer, give Mr. McFly a 476D's worth of demerits. I'll tend to your wayward
Yes,
daughter.
ma'am. And this is for getting my daughter in trouble with Citizen Edna. Now keep out of trouble, or Citizen Brown will come down on you like a brick wall.
McFly!
Hey, Jennifer. Are you still angry with me?
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plus was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Geez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way cooler guy.
I know this is gonna be hard to believe, but I'm the same guy I've always been. It's everyone else who's messed up. And stop calling me Martin, it's Marty.
Well, Marty, what's next on the agenda? Knocking over banks?
Maybe. What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble around here?
I think you're about to find out.
You, citizen.
Get out of here, Jen.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Yes?
We have a warrant for your detention.
Detention.
You've accrued over 15,000 demerits in the past 24 hours.
Cool.
Is it, young Mr. McFly? Is being branded as a criminal of weak moral character cool?
I'm not weak.
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble.
Oh my, yes. But don't worry, we're here to take care of you.
Like your Citizen Plus program took care of Biff?
Perhaps. The program is in need of new volunteers. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's see what Citizen Brown has to say about your particular strain of antisocial behavior.
Perfecto.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately. Officers, away with him.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
Bien.
about time.
I
¿Cómo será el
always knew
doctor?
your goody two-shoes A+ student act was too good to be true.
Qué nervios. Y qué irónico que esté Einstein ahí. Esa pose del reloj. ¿Nos suena algo de Leonardo da Vinci? ¡Wow!
Come in, citizen. Martin McFly, age 18, resident of Sector L, Father George, Mother Lorraine, president of the Junior Brown Brigade, recipient of a full-ride scholarship to Strickland College, winner of the Courthouse Challenge Deportment Award, 0 demerits until this morning. The obvious question, Mr. McFly, is... what happened to you?
¡Wow! O sea, me entró escalofríos. Uf, fue la única manera de verte.
You gotta believe me, Doc. I only did it to get your attention.
Doc. Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder. That's a hopeful sign, Martin. Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Forget questions. You're the one who needs to turn around.
Explain.
I know this is gonna be hard for you to swallow, Doc, but I'm not from around here. I'm from a different timeline where Hill Valley isn't all screwed up and there aren't these crazy rules and my dad's not a snoop and my mom's not a drunk and you're my best friend in the whole space-time continuum.
An old fogey like me? Your best friend?
Yes! And Doc, I need you to get me back there.
So you believe this interview is really more about me than you?
Yes!
You went to all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
Yes!
A cry for help, as it were.
Yes! No, wait.
Tell me, Martin, is your mother on the sauce again?
Déjeme más fuera de esto. No de donde vengo.
Not where I come from. When I left here, both my parents were happy and well-adjusted. Okay, they didn't start out that way, but that's where your time machine comes in.
Time machine?
Yeah, Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
¿Y por qué no?
Well, just for the hell of it, I guess. Plus, the steel frame of the DeLorean, dispersal, I don't know. It was important for some reason.
Fascinating.
Yes! Yes, it is fascinating. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
And this is because?
Everything got screwed up when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this time machine is a very impractical and dangerous invention.
Yes, I mean, no. What I mean is it's messed up a lot of things, but first, it made a lot of things better. Like my mom and my dad. It was only thanks to your time machine that they ever became successful and happy.
So they're happy.
But they're not, because you summoned me back in time, and somehow your timeline got messed up, and everybody else is along with it.
I see.
No, you don't. Think back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Sonny Crockett.
Incredible.
Wow, ¿se acuerda?
This case is more serious than I'd imagined.
Oh,
The
mierda.
boy has fabricated an alternate reality.
Desearía que fuese tan simple.
Believe me, I wish I had fabricated it.
Calm down, Martin. I'm not blaming you for anything. The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in your social conditioning.
Yeah, you don't understand.
No, I don't understand yet, but I want to. I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking.
Por lo menos el profesor sigue siendo de hablar.
Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your memory.
Wow, ¿cómo se dan por el video de? A ver, puedo darle. Hostia, todos los tickets. Puedo darle. El de esto.
Check this out, Doc. It's all your notes about the flux capacitor, your greatest invention.
That can't be my notebook. The handwriting is far too sloppy.
Es que tú eres muy legible. Foto de Einstein.
Okay, take a look at this picture of Einstein here.
The dog. Harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me. But you harbored this very same animal once, a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
There wasn't anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
An impressively detailed illusion. Keep talking.
I
símbolo.
can't tell if it's a guy celebrating a touchdown or chained up in a gulag. Glass half full, Marty. Half full.
Oh, el padre.
So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually saw him.
Of course not. He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter. After my wife, of course.
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
Bizarre fantasy life. Go on. Proceed.
Joder. Como que bizarra, si le estoy acertando. El reloj.
Something about that clock looks familiar.
Ni tanto. Ya te hace familiar. Ah, ¿qué más hay por aquí? Ahí está Edna.
Hey, this is your fish tank.
Yes, that is my fish tank.
It looks much better without all the bacteria.
What? Edna just had it cleaned.
Yeah, but in 1931 it was full of bacteria that we used to make rocket fuel. Remember?
Stop trying to confuse me! My whole life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. You can look it up.
But you know better, right? Emmett?
Wrong. Do you see this picture? I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear. August 25th, 1931, the day I single-handedly captured Kit Tannen, the scourge of Hill Valley.
Single-handedly?
And not incidentally the day I caught the eye of Edna Strickland, my scientific muse and the love of my life. Take a look. What you see there is a young man who understands his destiny.
Ahí estamos nosotros al fondo.
That's not what I see.
What do you see?
Vamos, Doc. ¿No se pilló el juego? Hostia, qué susto. Mira, mira.
Could that be?
Estamos
I think
ahí.
it is.
What?
It's me and you, the other you.
It is me. And you. But how?
Wow.
Sonny?
Sonny, sí.
It's impossible.
No, it's science. Your science, Doc.
In this other world, the one you say you come from, am I happy there?
Very happy. You've got 2 great sons.
Sons,
Yes, and a fantastic wife.
not Edna.
Not even remotely. And your invention. Jeez,
Uh-oh.
Doc, you can go anywhere you want to. Anywhere in time. You're the luckiest guy in the universe.
And what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley. You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay here, a little bit of crime there. It's a normal city. People are happy, mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop! There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
Give me a break. You don't really
My
believe.
citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody complains.
Only because they were afraid to. Jeez, open your eyes, will you? You and Edna have got them all terrorized.
That's Mrs. Brown to you, Sonny.
Doc,
Kindly address me as Your Honor.
Uf, le tomamos con la fibra.
We worked for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and disorder. And you dare to claim that our citizens are unhappy?
yeah, I do. I've seen it. They're just too afraid to speak up.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc. You run this place like it's a police state.
Nonsense.
I can prove it.
All right then, time travel boy. You do that. And until you do, I'm going to treat your wild story as just that, a story told by a madman. And I've determined that the best treatment is simply to let the insanity run its course.
So, is the interview over? Should I leave?
Please do. I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
Fine, but I'll be back with proof.
Ya está cotilleando y me va a joder los planes. Dios, estamos tan cerca de convencerle.
Doc wants proof that Hill Valley isn't the perfect place he thinks it is. One smoking gun coming up. Dad!
Oh.
About the tape, son. I think it's done rewinding.
Whoa, take it easy. Sit here.
Guess I blacked out for a minute there. Fell out of my chair.
Fell, nothing. Somebody whacked you.
Whacked me? Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that incidences of physical violence in Hill Valley have fallen to virtually
Who did it? Can you tell me?
This can't be happening.
There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere.
Hombre, ese pedazo de bate.
Dad, that's not one of our bats, is it?
No.
¿Y cómo se deja el bate ahí?
Flies never use aluminum bats. Curious.
Oh, wait, don't touch it. It's evidence.
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like me?
What's the last thing you remember?
I was sitting right here, copying another incriminating scene onto my tapes. My tapes! What happened to my tapes?
Stay calm, Dad.
Are they on the floor? Do you see them? They're in a box marked raw footage.
Vale, Edna las ha robado. Estupendo. ¿Puedo llevarme el bate
I
yo?
should take this and serve a little payback. Second thought, cool your jets, Marty.
Vale. Como diablos me lo llevo sin que se mezcle mi olor. Aunque las otras cosas que las he pillado no ha habido problema. Así que supongo que no van por ahí los tiros. Pudiera traer a Einstein aquí para que lo oliese. No sé qué. A ver, déjame echar un ojo por aquí. ¿Estará alguien dentro de casa? ¡Wow!
Benefit. This domicile is in violation of Civic Ordinance CZ36 and has been placed in protective quarantine until corrective measures can be taken. Please back away from the house and have a nice day.
What the hell?
Don't violate the perimeter, son.
Vale, vale. La hostia. Vale, ok. ¿Y todo esto que tienes aquí? ¿Estos reportes? Cajas de cintas. Están todas
Here it
vacías.
is. Raw footage.
Thank heavens.
Wait a minute.
You see, I told you were just jumping to conclusions. All these dark suspicions about thieves and attackers when all the time it was just...
Empty.
What?
There's no tapes.
But I'm sure they were in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took them.
Oh my gosh, I've been mugged. Mugged in Hill Valley. They can't get away with it. Oh!
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Who could have done this to me?
Edna.
Who wouldn't want Doc to get the straight dope on Hill Valley? Edna!
Are you saying I was mugged by the mayor's elderly wife?
Not exactly, no.
Oh, it's no use. The tapes are gone. All I can do is hope against hope they don't surface and land me in trouble.
Come on, Dad. We can't just give up.
Buscamos más pistas.
I mean, maybe there's some more clues around here.
What's the use? Even if we find out who took the tapes, we're not going to be able to get them back without attracting attention to ourselves.
There's gotta be something we could do to get our hands on those tapes.
Well, we can make new ones.
We can?
Sure. It may take a while, but if you're willing to help your old man out, it shouldn't take us more than, say, 6 months.
Joder.
6 months? But I need those tapes now.
You need the tapes.
What I mean is... It's, the principle of it. You know, if we let the thief get away with his crime, it sets a bad example for other thieves.
You said you needed the tapes.
I gotta give it to Citizen Brown. I told him I was gonna furnish him with proof that Hill Valley isn't as happy as he thinks it is when I was in his office, just before I came here.
You had an interview with Citizen Brown?
It wasn't easy to get, believe me. I had to break all kinds of rules.
You've been breaking rules?
Harboring stray dogs, kissing girls in public, getting caught with Mom's flask.
That is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard.
It's true.
You forget I'm your father. I know your history.
Yeah, well, history's changed.
Prove it.
Ahora mismo. Vamos a ver. Aquí tienes.
Read him and weep.
Demerits, but
It was the only way.
I don't understand.
Dad, listen to me. I mean, really listen. You and I both know that things aren't right here. Citizen Brown might have started with good intentions, but his Hill Valley's just made everybody miserable.
Shh! You said that to him?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, there go our privileges.
No, wait, I got him to listen, Dad, and he's gonna make things right for you and Mom and all of us. I can't explain how. You're just gonna have to trust me on this.
Okay.
But first I have to show him your tapes to prove my point.
Oh, no. No.
Dad.
This scheme of yours, maybe you know what you're doing, I can't say. But leave me out of
Dad.
it. I don't like trouble. I can't handle it. It's not in my genes.
But... think of your family.
I am. And I don't want to see my family relocated to Sector X with all the other hopeless cases.
It's your civic duty. Doesn't Citizen Brown always tell us
To keep our noses clean, and that's what I plan to do.
do it for your father?
My father?
Yeah, Arthur McFly.
I know his name.
Didn't he have something to do with putting away Kid Tannen, you know, way back when?
Yes. Yes, he did. Where'd you hear about that? It was way back before Citizen Brown cleaned up the town, before I was even born. Everyone lived in terror of Kid Tannen and his goons. But Dad stood up to him. He had evidence of Kid's guilt, see, and he risked his life to deliver it to the authorities. Never be afraid to do the right thing. That's what he always used to tell me.
And what are you doing?
Trying to remember which is the right feed.
Feed to what?
To the surveillance camera, the one in the yard.
Wait a minute. You have a surveillance camera trained on yourself?
Of course, gotta cover all bases. Now help me figure out which monitor I'm on.
Qué raro se mueve esa silla. Vale, pues ya lo tenemos monitorizando entonces.
Let me get this straight. You captured this whole attack?
Of course! Surveillance is what I do!
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Come on, son, stop dawdling and help me track down that feed. Try flipping the switches.
Ok. Vamos allá. Oh, mierda. Toca el botón. Vale, ahí estamos nosotros. Eso es la cafetería. Eso es la calle. Y
I
estamos
feel like I
nosotros.
missed something here.
Ah, sí, el monitor de la derecha. Es el problema, tío.
Working.
Ya he visto, ya. No puedo tocar el botón.
That doesn't look right.
Eso no se ve bien. Nada, la calle.
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
No creo que esté que tengo que ir a conectarlo.
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
Si pudiera. Este es el que está roto y ahora está bien, de repente. Ok, he arreglado el monitor. Del tirón.
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
Ok, eso es un bugazo impresionante, ¿eh? Y ahora me voy para atrás y está... No, está bien. Sin sentido. Espera, vamos a hablar con él de nuevo.
Come on, son, stop dawdling and help me
Ayúdame a
track
encontrar el
down.
vídeo.
Try flipping the switches.
Intenta tocar los interruptores. No sé qué interruptores quieres que toque. O sea... Este de aquí... Espera.
I
Este de
feel like
aquí.
I missed something here.
Estoy como si he perdido algo aquí. Ajá. ¿Qué has hecho? ¿Qué ha hecho? Ha tocado aquí la videograbadora. No sé para qué. I feel like I missed
I
something.
feel like I missed something here.
¿Y estos botones de aquí? No, estos no sirven para nada. Y estos son normalillos.
I feel
Vale.
like I missed.
Vale, aquí es donde deberíamos ver al padre y ver quién le atacó, ¿no? Si lo hubiese grabado.
There, that looks like us. So the surveillance tape must be on this VCR. This must be before the attack. Let's see. I remember cleaning the playback heads at 5:30. The attack couldn't have been very long after.
Oh, it's Biff!
But it can't be him. The Citizens Plus program has rendered him as gentle as a kitten. Huh?
Pues parece que no.
I can't understand it. That's not the way he's supposed to behave. Why, even the old Biff would
Wait,
never...
wait, what's that weird flashing on his wrist?
Let's find out. I knew this zoom and enhance feature would come in handy someday. Cost me a bundle at the hobby shop.
It's his digital watch. I wonder why it's doing that. Hey, wait, stop the picture. Can you zoom in anymore? X11.
You know what that means?
Not yet.
Lorraine!
Don't lay into me, George. I've got something very important to say, and then I'm going to be leaving again.
I've got something important to say, too. I was attacked
It's
and
always
robbed.
about you, isn't it? You can't just wait and listen to my news. Oh, no. You have to go and beat me to the punch.
Pull yourself together.
That's right. You two sort things out. I've got some business to attend to.
I'm more together than I've been in months, George. For your information, I've
Madre
been
mía.
drink all day.
Este mundo paralelo es un caos. Tanen.
Biff! Whoa, settle down there, fella. You beat up my dad.
Do we have a problem here, citizens?
No, officer. Just a little misunderstanding. I'm sure we can work it out. Right, Martin?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you need any help, Mr. Tannen.
Now let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's.
¿Por qué golpeaste a mi padre?
Why'd you hurt my dad, Biff? He never did anything to you in this timeline.
Timeline? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I saw you on camera.
I can't hurt anybody. Thanks to Citizen Plus, I blow chunks whenever I even think about doing bad stuff. ¿Sí?
Pero es el mismo Tannen, ¿no es? ¿Dónde estabas cuando tocaron a mi padre?
If you didn't beat up my dad, then where have you been for the last couple of hours?
Well, I was...
What?
That's strange. I don't remember.
Eso es lo último
What's
que
the
recuerdas.
last thing you remember before your memory loss?
Well, I was handing out flyers for the Citizen Plus program, just like I'd been doing all day. I just finished giving some leftover bologna to a cute little squirrel when Miss Edna came by.
Edna?
Yeah, she wanted to run a diagnostic on my Citizen Plus watch. I must have fallen asleep or something, because when she was done, it was an hour later. And then your mom came by.
So the last thing you remember before my dad got beat up is Edna fiddling with your watch?
Yeah, that does sound pretty bad, doesn't it?
Déjame ver tu reloj.
Biff, your watch. Does X11 mean anything to you?
X11? Is that a new band or something? I don't go in for that new hippity-hoppity stuff.
It's not a band, Biff. It's a mode on your Citizen Plus watch.
Weird. I've never seen it look like that. Heck, I can barely get this thing to stop blinking. See?
Ajá. Enfrenta a Biff y encuentra la cinta secreta. Perfecto. Vamos a dejar el episodio por aquí, gente, que llevamos media horita. Y yo creo que en el episodio siguiente vamos a acabar con este tiempo alternativo. Y ya a partir de ahí continuaremos con el siguiente. Son 5 episodios. Vamos por el tercero. El siguiente será el cuarto. No sé a dónde nos llevará, pero... esto tiene una pintaza increíble. Tengo unas ganas de que el doctor vea lo que está ocurriendo y de que vuelva en sí y le demos las notas y vuelva a crear otra máquina del tiempo, porque claro, no tenemos máquina del tiempo. Eso es un problema. Mierda. Hasta el siguiente episodio. Alfa, corto y cierro.